So on the first page of the IEP, it's called Student Information, and it has a couple things on it like demographics and who the case manager is. A couple things to highlight on there is the federal setting. So I'm going to click that box and we get to this Student Information page. Let me show you what this looks like in the actual IEP. So we want to click Student Information. And like I said, there is the date the IEP was written, date of the last evaluation, the student's grade level, their home language, where they're enrolled, what the district is. But when we get down to instructional setting, special education setting, you can see if I just click select, there's a description here. This is for infants and toddlers, 0 to age 2, ages 3 to 5 for early childhood, and then the ages 5 through graduation, these values. And it's a description of what each number means. You can also find that on Case Manager Resources. So this is the, because we're talking about Part B, this is ages 3 through 5, and then the ages kindergarten 5-year-olds through 21, what those are. But in order to pick this, I'm going to talk mostly in this video about that largest age range of kindergarten or age 5 through 21. We need to know the percentage of the day that the student is receiving special education services. And to get really precise about it, the percentage of time spent in the special education setting. So this does not include time that the student is in their gen ed classes receiving support from someone with a special education license. So if they're in a co-teaching class, like a co-taught math class, does not count toward this federal setting. Or if a speech pathologist pushes in to their reading class or morning meeting, does not count toward the federal setting. This is just the time when they are essentially pulled out and removed from that general education environment. So we take the number of minutes that the student spends in that special education setting in the day and divide that by the total number of minutes, educational minutes, from the first bell to the last bell, minus the lunch period in the school day. That's how we calculate the federal education, the federal setting. And there's a calculator for this. So this is an often used tool. You don't need to make your own copy of this. It's probably best if you don't. You can see this one is somebody already came in here and edited it. You have edit access to this. This is often how you'll find it because people don't always clean up when they've used it. So let's remove everything that this person did and start from scratch. So that's what it would look like if somebody left it from scratch. And there's little help up here for you. So lapsed time from first bell to last bell minus the lunch period. So let's say that is 3:45, just for the sake of an example. So let's say that the student, for their special education services, they have a 45-minute math class, and 4 days of the week, it's 45 minutes. And then we have an extended period on Wednesdays, and it is 52 minutes. So we'll say 1 day. So you see this helps with the math a little bit because you have kind of funky schedules on some days of the week sometimes. And then say that the student has speech services for 25 minutes, but it's not weekly, it's 4 times a month. So again, helps with the math, so you don't have to do all this. Say that the student has OT services for 15 minutes, and it's twice a month. So just for this video, let's say that that's it. So we've put in our total minutes, and it does all the math for us, and it's 15% of the student's day. They are in the special education setting. So that would take us up to federal setting 1 is up to 21%. So we are still in federal setting 1. So for this student, we would pick setting 1 on that page. And that's how you calculate federal setting.